I probably would have thought about it some more. But it all happened so fast.
But it didn't sound like it sounded like you benefited, you learned from it. It was.
I've gotten
you
some
stayed there for
experience.
5 years.
I've gotten some experience.
Right.
When my contract was up, I had the option to either re-sign for like another 2 years, and or I can just seek employment elsewhere.
Right.
So the perks that came with the contract was more than the experience.
The experience, okay.
Because the room and board and the company car kind of thing, that was cool.
When you came to Florida though, that's when you started to make a bigger name.
Yes.
Because before I came here to Florida, I used to hear the name. There was another TC up there.
In New York.
In New York. But then
TC Connection.
Yes, Connection.
Yeah.
But then people made it clear to me that no, not that TC. TC, Flexx or whatever you used to call yourself then. And then I came to a few functions that you were selected, hosting.
Okay.
And the first thing I saw was that this is a guy with experience.
So I started out in the music career at a very tender age. Started out like 14, 15, in the time when breakdance was the thing, right?
Okay.
And then I remember taking it serious in 1984.
That's where you started taking it seriously. Okay.
So that's when I started. And then I went up in a competition 1991, and this is when I get the opportunity now to be on radio in Jamaica, because there was a competition called the best on-air spinner versus the best off-air spinners.
Oh wow, really?
And the off-air spinners was the great Michael Thompson from RJR, you know.
Those are the big boys.
What's his name from RFM? Bob Clark
Bob
from
Clark,
RFM.
right.
So these were giants, and then you would have Rory from Stone Love. Then you would have
those are
Peter
off the
Phillips.
air.
These are the off-the-air. And then because it was hosted at a club where I used to play, this is how I get tossed into the competition.
So you were the house selector for that club?
So I was in the off-air section.
Yeah, oh definitely.
But representing the club.
Nice.
And the host for that event, I can't forget him, I'm on stage now.
Oh, Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Winford.
And Winford.
Yeah.
Best friend today.
Nice.
Due to that competition, Mr. Lindsay, the first round, I went in hard. So I wondered to myself, did I went in too hard? Should I just pace myself like I saw everybody did? And him just walk in and him said, all right, so the first person to get eliminated today, it's Prento. And I said, who is Prento? Because we never have no Prento in the competition.
I didn't know it was you.
He said, young lad, TC. So the crowd started to say, no, we want back money, the best one that so far.
Oh my goodness.
And he was forced to put me back in the competition.
Where did you go wrong for you to be eliminated in the first round?
You know what? It was an older crowd, and I was a younger kid.
Oh, okay.
So I was playing the older songs, but I wasn't allowing the song to play from start to finish.
Oh.
So what I did, I played out to the instrumental part, and
like
then I
bridge
played in the next song. But that's what keep the people going, and they loved it. So he just want to see the giants go off. He never wanted to see a young guy.
You're making them look bad.
He wanted the big guys, them like Mr. Lindsay and Bargy, go at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when the crowd said that they want back their money, they're not staying if the youth not in the competition. So he was forced to put me back. And this time I said to myself while I'm there, say end time, it's my time. That's going to be
You'll make adjustments?
Yes. But now I'm going to give them the opportunity for even guess if I am the one to come out or not. They're going to make me go on top and then guess everybody else.
And obviously it worked.
Obviously, I won $10,000 that night.
Whoa!
10,000 Jamaican dollars.
That was still a lot of money back in 1984,
1991.
Right.
That is what I used to put towards the first home I ever bought in my life.
Oh.
Yes. Wanted to buy a car, then my mom said, make sure you can't look someone for put you in instead of that car.
Exactly.
And then my dad walked me through the process in getting housing trust thing and so forth. And this is when Bob Clark came over to my dad and said, listen, because my dad was kind of a guy where
not too much into it. I know that.
This is a hobby. Just remember, it's a hobby. You know what I mean?
You can't make a living from it.
No. And he was at my mom, my dad, and my mom best friend was at the
competition.
And I'm telling you, he was convinced that night when Mr. Bob Clark, one of his favorite broadcasters,
exactly, to come to say your son has potential.
This son, this guy you have here, have a lot of potential.
Nice.
Don't fall asleep on
nice,
it.
Nice,
and
nice.
that's when him start to financially invest.
No.
So it changes the game then. So
let me ask you
this. Over 30-something years.
Yeah. 31 to be exact.
Yes.
You still have that house?
Yes, I do. I still have that house.
So it's paid off, no more.
Oh, listen, it was what you call a quad studio.
Okay.
Right.
Bachelor's pad, right.
Right, back in Portmore. So you have like these one bedroom. Right. So you have the one bedroom, you have the bathroom and the kitchen, and that. But this is in Portmore.
Right.
So $10,000 plus. I had a little bit more to add to it and purchase that. But that was a investment for me that I can say I earned it from
at least there's something you can show for your hard work. All right, we're talking to TC as this is the first time you've been interviewed on your network.
Yes. So another glass cylinder.
This is what I do, and it's just a bad habit that when I talk to someone, it's always in an interview format.
And it's, being in the industry, I can understand.
Yeah, so please forgive me, okay? It's just that. But, we're going to do, there's a topic that I want to talk to you about. Because you're into the high-tech and the new stuff. I've spent 45 years behind the mic.
Yes.
And I'm just getting in front of a camera now. So there are a lot of things I don't understand. There are 3 artists, and I don't want anyone to think, because there are 3 artists that are female, but they are the prime examples to where I'm going. And I wonder, how is it possible? You could jot down Sensia.
Shansia. Okay.
You could drop Coffee.
Coffee.
And you could jot down Spice.
And Spice.
My thing is that a few people have tried to explain it to me, and I'm still not getting it. My wife tries a bit, but hey. Based on their followings, and I have the stats here, like Spice has 1.8 million followers on YouTube.
1.8.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she has 3.9. Are they followers or fans? What is
They're followers. Followers.
And Instagram. Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay.
Sensia is 2.19.
2.19.
YouTube.
And YouTube.
And Instagram is 5.4 mil.
5.4.
Yeah, all of this is in millions.
Okay.
And then Coffee has 1.2 million on YouTube.
Yes.
And 1.4 in Instagram. My question to you, TC.
Yes.
At the beginning of the year, late last year to the beginning of the year, Spice put out her first album. First album in 10 years via VP.
Via VP Records.
Yeah, okay. And if you remember when she was all over the social media and TV, national TV.
Yes.
Wendy Williams, Good Morning America, and all of that. She had a single with Shaggy and Sean Paul. Good on there.
Yeah.
And we were all, myself as a critic, we were all anticipating a massive number, the first release of the album.
Yes.
Like, with all that national exposure and all of that, I was expecting at least 500,000 units. Because that's what the norm will be. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. Explain to me why you can have 1.8 million on one channel.
Yes.
And 3.9, and your first week of sale is less than 1,000. Why is that so?
All right, so we all know the difference between...
No, we don't. I don't.
You, okay. Okay, so let me not assume that we all know.
That's why we're talking about it.
All right, so she have 1.8 million on YouTube followers, and she have 3.9 million on followers on Instagram.
Right.
Now, it's more so the label. So VP record now has to do their part into it because that's where the units going to be distributed and sold through. And so you have a company like, say for example, Virgin Records. If they had that
those kind of
single
numbers
working with, they have their own database that they will tap that single into. Now, I thought, just like you and others, that the fact that Sean Paul and Shaggy was featured on this track, that would have helped propel it because they too have a heavy fan base.
Right.
So you'd have think that it would have sold more units. So it's not necessarily about the numbers of followers you have on your social media platform. It's more of how many streaming you're getting from not just YouTube or Instagram. You're getting it from Spotify, you're getting it from Amazon. These are where the stats really coming from because these are the outlets that are actually selling the unit.
But are you saying then that a follower of an artist is not necessarily the person that's gonna purchase an album?
It's more likely that's where you would think you would have gotten your record sales.
The sales, right.
But, for example, when Spice go live on our YouTube channel, it's not 1.8 million person watching.
Wow.
You may have less than that watching. So the potential of the 1.8 buying, say you take a percentage, like out of 10, you have 2 person buying. Out of 10 that watches, you have only 2 person buy it. We're in a digital era now where persons just go on and just probably download a song. So it's a little bit harder for record sales. So they have, even though social media make it easier for your song to be advertised, it's harder for your song to be sold.
That's what I've been told, but I still, for me, okay, for instance, Michael Jackson is my favorite artist. Here we go. Hours.
Yes.
And if they put out a new album tomorrow,
yes,
I'm downloading every single from that album.
How are you
What's
doing
the difference between me and these?
But are you downloaded from a platform where you put in your credit card and
but I want the song.
It?
Yes.
Or you put it in where you
just to play?
No, you just put it in where you just download because you have these internet guru that can download the entire album without paying a cent.
I would buy it. I would support.
Okay.
I would buy it.
Just like
I don't know how to do that part you just mentioned. The gurus, or they can download an album.
The entire album without
paying for it?
Yes.
That's possible?
That's what's killing the industry right now, the free downloads.
Oh, okay.
Now, you have these artists that are these mega companies that have these blockage, these link that they put into the song where you cannot download the song. And it's lately they're trying to capitalize on that, where for you, when you go to download it free, it just won't happen.
Oh.
So
that can explain why you could have 1.9 followers and really, so they can download it without it being.
Oh yes. Oh. As I said, for me coming in the business as a DJ from the vinyl era, Mr. Lindsay, I know what it costs for you to maintain and to be current in the business. Now, the DJs today, if they had to purchase song, they would have chosen another career.
You're kidding.
I'm telling you, most of them download these songs. They're not going on to Amazon and search and buy the song. As much as it's 99 cents or
$1.99 or whatever.
They're not purchasing it. They're going to call it. Yeah, the song, they email it to me now. Or them go on and try to download it themselves.
Is it generational?
It's a change of the time. It's where we are now. Because remember before, you can't download a vinyl. You have to go into a record store and buy it.
But I gave you an example that I would buy Michael Jackson album now. So you're saying someone in their teens, late teens, 20s?
Oh no, they're not.
Not gonna buy.
This generation, you only have a few that is, and then you have some of these fans who are very much authentic in a way where them just believe in the art that they say they're gonna support the art.
That's
but remember
the
now, you remember how back then a record company, a big company, when you hear like say Richie Stevens, when he did the collab with Soul to Soul.
Soul to Soul, yes.
And you hear the numbers come out and say, well, the song sent over, song went platinum.
Yeah.
then what I've learned by hanging out in the studio with, while I'm in Jamaica with by Steely or Bobby Digital, some of these producers, they same one in return come around and purchase back the songs. Just to get the numbers up. That used to happen.
That's a fake.
It's a strategy.
Yeah, it's a fake sale then,
yes,
basically.
Yes, so it's a strategy. So now, in the digital era now, the digital age that we're in, you'll realize that even the numbers of followers you see, where an artist may have 2.9, it's not an authentic number. Where you say it generates through one, just go on and click. Now you have companies that said if you want 10,000 followers, we'll get you 10,000 followers for X amount. But not necessarily 10,000 followers are going to buy your song.
But it looks good where you have.
It looks good. Because I would rather bring Shensi on a show knowing that she have 2.9 mil viewers on YouTube alone and then 5.4 mil on Instagram, and say, what? This is a potential of ticket sales.
But you're right, because the next step I was going to go is that her album sold much better than
when Spice's album released.
Yes.
And you're looking at the numbers and saying, well, maybe because she have more numbers, right?
I would think so.
And then again, it go back down to how the corporation itself, what label is she under, how they do,
independent label, Interscope, and well, anyhow, we're gonna take a break now, right? And then when we come back, the one that of the three ladies that I mentioned, the one that have done the best.
Yes.
We gotta see, and her numbers is the lowest.
The lowest of all three.
So you explain that to me again. So here we are with TC right here live, and Reflections with Clinton Lindsay. When we come back, we're gonna take our second break. And when we come back, TC will be counting down the South Florida top 25. Then we come back to our discussion, and then he's gonna go and do the top 30 of the Foundation Radio Network. Keep it locked right here on Reflections with Clinton Lindsay.
Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancer used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them want, sir. Whole heap of artists Clinton bring come up and me.
What have you been busy doing? Are you out and about in the community making a difference? Well, I would like to know. Join me, The Real McCoy, on FlexFM.online every Monday from 7 to 8, where I highlight entrepreneurs and what they're doing in the community. In order to be a guest on my show, please DM All Things Natural on Instagram or Flexx FM Radio on Instagram. See you Monday at 7.
Thank you, Mr. Lindsay. Hi, I'm TC Flexx from Flexx TV, and I'm here to count down the 25 most played song on the South Florida Top 25 Reggae Chart, which is compiled by veteran broadcaster Mr. Clinton Lindsay. And now, here's your 25 most played songs.
Coming in at number 25 this week, it's Built Bridges by Shaka Demus. Checked in at number 24, Ja Is In My Corner, Black I Am with Kabaka Pyramid. Number 23 this week, Medea Again, Barry Salmon featuring Wickerman. Number 22, Sweet Vibration with Empress Unique. Checking in at number 21, Good Woman by Romain Virgo. Number 20 this week, Cover Me Ja, West Rock. Number 19, Take I Away, Manapana featuring Exile. Number 18, Honey, I Love You, Tony Roy. Number 17 this week, Get Up and Dance, Al Anthony. Checking in at number 16, See You in My Arms, the remake by Kashif Lindo. Number 15, Love Salute, Taros Riley. Coming in at number 14, Don't Let Go, Ginger. Number 13 this week, Where You Gone by Coco T. Number 12, Import Corruption by Paul Elliott. This week, number 11, TikTok, I'm Coming, Hezron. And now, let's take a listen at the top 10 songs for this week on the South Florida Reggae Chart. After being on the chart for 6 weeks, last week it checked in at number 11, moved one place up the chart to number 10 this week. I'm talking about Sugar with Dear Mr. Government on the Penthouse record label.
Argument done.
Hello, Mr. Government. This is a call from the ghetto. Please don't forget, say poor people elect you. Things down here is not so great, but we are try hold their feet with empty plates.
After spending 3 weeks and the number 1 spot was number 4 last week, checked in at number 9 this week. It's Who Cares by Keith Cole on the Lovebirds record label.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I hear you telling everybody how you glad I'm gone. Did you tell them how you cry whenever you're all alone?
After being on the chart for over 9 weeks, checked in at number 10 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 8 this week. It's Curl Jacob with Easy on Me on the Tots record label.
There ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever. I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence, baby. Let me go ease on my baby.
Here's a steady mover. Was number 9 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 7 this week. It's Cornerstone with the Morley Brothers on the Get the Youth International record label. Here's One to Watch. Was number 8 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 6 this week. It's You Make Me Feel, brand new by Leroy Sibbles and Marcia Griffiths.
I'll never find the words, my love, to tell you how I feel, my love. Mere words could not explain.
Only you
Oh, baby.
care when I needed a friend, believing me through thick and thin.
Here's one that we call a stepper. Stepping from number 7 last week, 2 places up the chart to number 5 this week. It's My Best Boy, Close to You, Joanna Marie on the Reggae Global Entertainment label.
I'm gonna tell my friends about you. Tell them about the things that you do to me. Tell them you're my best boy and the best you always be. Tell them you're everything that's good, so good to me.
This one is a burner. Checked in last week at number 6. This week is your number 4 song. I'm talking about Mommy with Burning Spear on the Burning Spear Music record label.
God is job, mommy
Was number 3 last week. This week, still number 3. I'm talking about Valley with Richard Stevens on the Boom Rich Productions record label.
Valleys will teach you lessons that Hilltop knows nothing about. Lay there and listen carefully. You know who wanna get you out. You know your friends and when you're caught up in adversity. Got to big college where your knowledge grew extensively.
Was number 2 last week, still holding the number 2 spot this week. It's King Bunton with Saving All My Love for You on the Cringeton Click Worldwide record label.
A few stolen moments is all that we share. You've got your family and they need you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now it's that time for your number 1 song for the South Florida Top 25 Reggae Chart. After spending 9 weeks on the chart for the second week in a row, here is Ed Robinson with All Night Long on the Reggae Global Entertainment record label.
Hey yo! Yeah man! Ragga vibes, real for life, you see it? Well, my friends, the time has come to raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on, play on, play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, caramba, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing along. We're going to party, caramba, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing along. All night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night, all night, all night long, ooh yeah. People dancing all in the streets. See the rhythm all in their feet. Life is good, wild and sweet. Let the music play on, play on, play on, play on, play on. Feel it in your heart and feel it in your soul. Let the music take control. We're going to party, live, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing along. We're going to party, live, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing my song. All night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night, all night, all night long. Once you get started, you can't sit down. Come join the fun, it's a merry-go-round. Everyone dancing their troubles away. Come join our party and see how we play.
There you have it. For the second consecutive week, we've been rocking all night long with Mr. Ed Robinson. Congratulations. Stick around. We'll be back with the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Countdown, which is compiled by veteran broadcaster Mr. Lindsay, right after this.
Okay, hey, good job, man. He's back, he's back, he's back. Thanks for counting down. You look so like you've been doing it when I started doing this, 1975. You look very comfortable with it. And what I like is the graphic and the whole thing. You know, when we do it on the radio, it's audio.
Yes, yes.
And so I'm behind the mic and I'm just counting them down. But to see it in living color, it's a complete different thing. You know, we were talking about, you know, and you explained it to me quite well. And there's one artist that we need to get back to, Coffee. Now, Coffee has the least amount of followers on YouTube and
Instagram.
Yes. But she end up selling more than the rest.
And again, it's our association, our label, our record label. The record label have a tendency to know how to create. It's not about creating the star, but know how to sell units.
Yes.
Know how to get you where they want to make back their revenue.
Oh, definitely.
And the label she's with, what was
RCA London.
RCA Records.
Yeah, RCA London, and of course you have RCA here.
US. They're gonna take the London project and sell it like hell overseas because it's one family.
And you know, you're absolutely right, because the first week in London, she already hit the British pop chart.
Oh, right.
She sold over 200,000 copies. Not copies, but sales, whatever the
record
sales.
sales,
Right. Which is what we would be expecting from the other girls.
And Spice.
Right, because the kind of promotion that went into, especially Spice, she's the most disappointed of all of them, because when you get national exposure, Wendy Williams,
those kind of recognition.
Good Morning America.
So when I listen to the Wendy, the thing about Spice is Spice had a lot of things going on at the same time. She have a talk show that she was doing. She also had this reality show that she was doing.
Yes,
so when she hit Wendy Williams, it wasn't really much about the album per se, but the
she
reality
was
show. And you know, they were more keen to that because of the whole controversy thing that's going on. Now, we know how, as producers back home in Jamaica used to sell units. They put two artists together like a Bounty Beanie. And by January, there's a rivalry that starts. And then by December, thousands of units sell. You know, so
people gotta go and support.
Right, because somebody want to hear the follow-up for this. I saw that happening lately, coming down to the Grammy nominated. And when I saw her got nominated for Grammy, I'm saying it's like the controversy between she and Shenseea. It's that method is working.
But was it the controversy between Shea, was that man made? Was it between them per se, or was it other people put that controversy together?
You know what I think sparks the controversy? It's Lady Saw.
Oh yeah.
Yes. When Lady Saw, you know, point a finger at one and then try draw in the other one next close to her. So obviously, you know, as Jamaican, we are going to pick sides.
And that they did. But again, you know, we have to congratulate Coffee.
Yes.
Because what she did with her sales, and I didn't see a lot of promotion in the US, but I knew there a lot in Europe and in London.
And so that earned her a Grammy.
Yes, that definitely. Even though I was rooting for, in that last year, that was Third World.
Third World.
I was rooting for Third World big time, and I am.
But you know, Third World is a mega group.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you would have thought that they are already know how to corner the market, both
label. Again, come back to the label. Yes. They're an independent label now, and they don't have the kind of money that RCA or even VP would have, you know. So, and as you said correctly, that the labels play a very important part.
Very important role.
And the marketing from the announcements, the nominees are announced in October.
Yes.
Going into November, they have to promote that until January when the actual show takes place.
If any one of these artists drop an album now, the problem with our Jamaican artists, what they don't realize, they have been putting out so many songs and not featuring on the album. Take singles from the album.
Yes.
Don't just put out 30 songs and then you put out 30 songs. Then you put one album, but you have to focus to the singles.
Yes. And it's a part of our industry that's been going on for years. Because I know an album coming out at the end of the month, and there are maybe about 2 new songs
on the
album. All of it are previously releases that the artist's been releasing for the past 2 or 3 years. So it's good for fans.
Yes.
You know, it's good for the fans when, you know, you can have all these songs on one album.
Right.
But for critics like me and DJs like you and I, we need fresh material.
We do. And as I tell you, our culture, they want to hear something new every day, because the artists know what they did back then. They created this monster with the fans. That the fans know, if you as a new artist come in, you have to be putting out a song every day.
Every day.
So you kind of spoil the fans.
Yeah. And when you're putting out records every day, you don't have enough time to do the proper production.
No.
You know, you remember back in the days, a man would take all a year to make an album.
Yes.
Today you can take 6 weeks.
Yes. And create 2 albums.
I get 2 albums. So in terms of production, the production quality is not there like back then.
No. Because remember before, back then, what the big companies used to do, they used to have a thing called listen party.
You remember that?
Yes. So we know we have an album of 10 songs.
Yes.
Which song of the album that we're going to be featured as a single?
And that was very important.
Right.
Your lead singles are going to carry the album.
Yes. Right now we have an artist put out an album with 13, 15 songs, and the single that they're promoting is not on the album.
And I figure, how is that possible? I mean, it don't make sense. It's like Michael Jackson putting out Thriller, and he didn't include Billie Jean on it. Are you kidding me?
Right.
This is why he was the first person to have like 5 number ones from one album. One album. We don't see that again today. Hey, listen, you know, time is of essence, and we are live today. That doesn't mean you gotta see me again live next week. You know, we're trying out something. I'm gonna take a look at the tape and see how it is. But you gotta go back in your other studio now to get ready for the
Sex at 6 coming up after this.
And that's what it is.
But we're gonna go do the countdown
the top
for
30.
the top 30, the Foundation Radio Network top 30.
All right, brethren, go do your thing now.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Thank you, Mr. Lindsay. It's now time to take a look at the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart, which is compiled by veteran broadcaster, Mr. Lindsay. Now, here is a look at your most played song on the Foundation Radio Network Chart. Checking in at number 30 this week, it's a brand new entry to the chart. It's No Secret by Derek Scott. Number 29, My Brethren, Make It Easy on Yourself, Donna V. Checking in at number 28, Extra Classy Girl, Mr. D. Number 27 this week, Body Move, King Jazzy. Checking in at number 26, Good Woman, Romaine Virgo. Number 25, She's Taken Already, Philip Fraser with Scaramouche. Number 24 this week, Minanu, Shaggy. Checking in at number 23, I'm Happy, Mary Isaac. Number 22 this week, We Keep Going, Turbulence. Number 21, Take I Away, Manapana with Exile. Number 20, Turn Up the Music, Anthony B. Number 19 this week, Import Corruption by Paul Elliott. Number 18, Forever Young, Timmy Love. Checking in at number 17 this week, Honey, I Love You, Tony Roy. Number 16, My Best Boy, Close to You, Joanna Marie. Checking in at number 15 this week, Bill Bridges by Shaka Demos. Number 14, Dear Mr. Government, Sugar. Checking in at number 13, Ja Is in My Corner, Black I Am featuring Kabaka Pyramid. Number 12, Who Cares by Keith Cole. Number 11 this week, Where You Gone, Coco T. And now, here's a look at the top 10 most played song on the Foundation Radio Network Reggae Chart. After spending 14 weeks on the chart, was number 10 last week. Checked in at number 10 this week. It's Golden Spoon Maroon by Yusuf Afari on the Top Road Music record label.
Maroon, maroon with the golden spoon. Maroon, maroon with the golden spoon. We also need you, maroon.
When you talk about consistency, we talk about this brother. It was number 13 last week, moved 4 places up the chart to number 9 this week. We're talking about Bushman with a song entitled Next to Me on the Big Feed record label.
God of this long distance relationship is getting to my love.
Checked in on the chart 10 weeks ago, was number 12 last week, moved 4 places up the chart to number 8 this week. It is Saving All My Love for You by King Bonton on the Cringedown Click Worldwide record label.
A few stolen moments is all that we share. You got your family and they need you there.
Talking about a steady mover. Checked in on the chart 11 weeks ago. Last week, its peak position was 11. Checked in at number 7 this week. I'm talking about Don't Let Go by Ginger on the Nature's Way Entertainment record label.
Whenever you find someone who really loves you, baby, don't let go. Don't let go. Whenever you find someone who will rush to your knees, baby, don't let go. Don't let go.
After spending 16 weeks on the chart, its peak position was number 3. Checked in at number 4 last week. Moved 2 places down the chart to number 6 this week. It's Sunshade with Money Over Life.
Money over life, I disagree. Money over life, I disagree.
Steadily rising to the occasion. Was number 7 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 5 this week. It's Cornerstone by the Marley Brothers on the Ghetto Youth International record label. Was number 5 last week, moved 1 place up the chart to number 4 this week. It is You Make Me Feel Brand New by Leroy Sibbles featuring Marcia Griffiths.
My love, I'll never find the words, my love, to tell you how I feel, my
after spending 13 weeks on the chart, checked in at number 1 last week for the second week in a row. It is now number 3 this week. It is Mommy by Burning Spear on the Burning Spear Music record label.
God his job, Mommy get lay off, filling out application, don't mean you might get that call.
Was number 3 last week, moved 1 place up the chart to number 2 this week. It is Ed Robinson with All Night Long on the Reggae Global Entertainment label.
Well, my friends, the time has come to raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on, play on, play on.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now for your number 1 song this week on the Foundation Radio Network Music Chart. We're talking about a song that's been on the chart for 12 weeks, was number 2 last week, moved 1 place up the chart to the number 1 spot this week. It is Richie Stephens with Valley on the Boom Rich Production record label.
Lessons that Hilltop knows nothing about. Lay there and listen carefully. You know who wanna get you out. You know your friends them when you're caught up in adversity. That's a big college where your knowledge grew extensively. Cause in a school we never learned in physiology. Said that the heart of the dirtiest part of the body. But when you got blessed, you know that it make you fearless. Yes, sir. I know I'm not walking alone. He's walking beside me. God is my fortress. Cause when you got blessed, there is no weakness. No one. Right now I'm mightier than ever. The more them fight me up, the stronger I get.
Violence will teach you lessons that Hilltop knows nothing about.
Right here is more effective, yes, than cussing people and running your mouth. Stay firm, maintain your happiness. Keep them talking and let it come out. Some will hate you from the cradle to the grave. They'll attack you and defeat you like a slave. Remember when they killed my son outside my gate? They tried to drive the man, but in God I put my faith. It make you fearless. And no, I'm not walking alone. He's walking beside me. God is my fortress. But when you got blessed, there is no weakness. Right now I'm mighty than ever. The more them fight me out, the stronger I get. But when you got blessed, there is no weakness. I know I'm not walking alone. He's walking beside me. God is my fortress. But when you got blessed, there is no weakness. Right now I'm mighty than ever. The more them fight me out, the stronger I get. Right now I'm mighty than ever. The more them fight me out, the stronger I get. Right now I'm mighty than ever. The more them fight
the stronger I get. Try to trap me back, but in God I put my faith. 'Cause when you got blessed, you know that it make you fearless. Yes, sir. I know I'm not walking alone. He's walking beside me. God is my fortress. 'Cause when you got blessed, there is no weakness. No why. Right now I'm mightier than ever. The more them fight me up, the stronger I get. But when you got less, know that it make you fearless. Yes, sir. I know I'm not walking alone. He's walking beside me. God is my fortress. 'Cause when you got less, yes, there is no weakness, no why. Right now I'm mightier than ever. The more them fight me up, the stronger I get. Right now I'm mightier than ever. The more them fight me up, the stronger I get. Right now I'm mightier than ever. The more them fight, and the stronger I get.
Valleys will teach you a lesson that Hilltop knows nothing about. A brand new #1 this week. Congratulations, Mr. Richard Stevens. I've watched this song climb from the valley up to the hilltop to be #1. This week, #1 on the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart is Valley by Richard Stevens. If you think that Richard Stevens can continue to hold the #1 spot, all you have to do is keep it locked right here to Reflection with Mr. Lindsay. Yes, man, to find out if Valley can hold it for the rest of this week, next week, and the other week. Am I pushing it? Hey, guess what? Song of Potential can't do it, man. For real. If you want to see that and more, keep it locked right here to Reflections with Clinton Lindsay. Don't forget you can subscribe to the YouTube channel at Clinton Lindsay Official on YouTube, and you can watch it live here at flexfm.online, which is FLEXXFM.online. Valleys will teach you a lesson that Hilltop knows nothing about. They say will make you miserable.
Ah, boy, oh, boy. I tell you, you are having fun with that, and I really, really appreciate it. And I'm glad, you know, I could see little acting skills coming out of you, TC. The next thing we're going to be hitting Hollywood. Okay. Hey, listen, I just want to thank you for passing through and keeping my company.
Pleasure.
And, you know, we're going to take a look at this, my first live television show. And, you know, I'm going to go by your guidance, whatever you say, and we take it from there. And that's it for this week. Join us again next week. I don't even know if I'm going to have a co-host or a special guest, but I will be here next week, same time from 5 until 6, on Reflection with Clinton Lindsay. Until then, have a good rest of the week. And again, TC, thanks for passing through.
Pleasure.
You take care.
Pleasure, Mr. Lindsay.
way I answer. Back in the days when the dancehall used to answer. When Clint and Lindsay used to bust them, make them answer. Whole heap of artists, Clint and bring come up and
It's that time of year. It's tax time. Do you know where to get your taxes done? Don't worry. Blair's Management Tax and Accounting Services is the place for you. This is Nigel Blair. With over 26 years of experience in the tax and accounting field, we have what it takes to prepare your taxes the right way and to make sure you take advantages of all your tax deduction and all your tax credits and get you back the maximum amount of refunds possible. So don't delay. Call us today at 954-934-5700. That's 954-934-5700.
Following program contains language and scenes that some viewers might find objectionable. Discretion in viewing is advised.
come make me tell you about the things them way I go answer. Back in the days when the dancehall used to answer. When Clint and Lindsay used to bust them, make them go answer. Whole heap of artists, Clint and bring come up and me. Come make me tell you about the things them way I go answer. Back in the days when the dancehall used to answer. When Clint and Lindsay used to bust them, make them go answer. Whole heap of artists, Clint and bring come up and me.
Yes, it's that time of year. It's tax time. Do you know where to get your taxes done? Don't worry. Blair's Management Tax and Accounting Services is the place for you. This is Nigel Blair. With over 26 years of experience in the tax and accounting field, we have what it takes to prepare your taxes the right way and to make sure you take advantages of all your tax deduction and all your tax credits and get you back the maximum amount of refunds possible. So don't delay. Call us today at 954-934-5700. That's 954-934-5700.
The following program contains language and scenes that some viewers might find objectionable. Discretion in viewing is advised.
Of Gabrielle from the Real Record app. Today, I will be telling you about the coronavirus. 1. Stay home. 2. Wash your hands. 3. Wear a mask. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Sex at 6, another great Wednesday here at Flexx FM. You guys are great.
You too.
Oh my gosh.
Feel great.
Good.
Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. It is another great day here at Flexx FM where we inspire, empower, and entertain. And here at Sex at 6, we bring you the information you didn't ask for.
Through the lens of safety, education, and prevention. All evidence-based information coming your way.
Right. So we do have our special guest again, Dr. Pickle.
Yes, shouldn't we make our announcement?
I'll leave that up to you.
We have our new co-host on Sex at 6. My pleasure to introduce Dr. P, the amazing.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having me here. And I do feel from some of the people that I spoke with during the week that we are making an impact in the community that's second to none.
Yes, absolutely. And we have so much to bring to our viewers today. This is going to be a very interesting episode, ladies and gentlemen. I do advise you stay tuned.
Yes, and we've decided that while we want to focus on a certain topic, we're going to just flow with it.
Yes.
Because we have a bunch of different energies coming in that we want to acknowledge, and it's all about educating here on this platform.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you want to tell everybody what we're talking about today, Jamie?
So first, I thought our topic was going to be fixing the relationship.